Hey guys, Rod here at A Better Way to Farm. Wanted to share with you 3 myths about fertilizer that you need to know. Myth number 1, and I hear this a lot: a pound is a pound the world around. Doesn't make what difference what it is, just put it on. Guys, that's a myth. You don't believe that in corn. If a pound is a pound of corn, why do you buy the stuff that's $300 a bag? You don't believe that in tractors, because if you did, none of you would be driving tractors that are red or green, because pound for pound, you can buy a lot cheaper steel. See, what you believe is that there's a difference in value in those pounds, and you believe that in everything except fertilizer. That kind of defies common sense, don't you think? That there could be difference in raw materials, that there could be differences in refinement, that there could be differences in how it works, because there is. That's myth number 1, that a pound is a pound. Number 2, I had a very lengthy discussion with someone at one of our 2-day agronomy fundamentals this year. Guy was very proud of the fact that he stood up to try and massacre me and said, "You are not putting on even the removal rate of potassium." And I said, "I know that." And then he was a little bit confused. And I said, "Let me ask you something. What is the removal rate for the corn crops here in the area that you're in? What are you doing?" He goes, 92 pounds of phosphorus. Just instantly, he knew it was 92 pounds of phosphorus. That was cool. I said, "So what?" He was a dealer. I said, "So what are you having the guys apply?" He said, "Well, we're putting on 100 pounds of 1846O. At that point in time, I just took a long pause, and I kind of tilted my head. And it got real uncomfortable because I left it that way for about 30 seconds on purpose. Because here's the deal. I turned to him and I said, "Listen, with all due respect, sir, you're selling 100 pounds of 1846O. That's 46 pounds of phosphorus. You just told me that you're taking 92 pounds of phosphorus off with the corn yields that you're getting." And he got real quiet. And I said, "See, all of us rely on those thousands and thousands of pounds of phosphorus that are in the soil. And there are thousands of them. The question is, how do we get them to become available?" So he wasn't putting on the removal rate either. And here's the added part of that deal. Guys, using the fertilizer handbook, when you apply 100 pounds of 1846O, you get 46 pounds of phosphorus. According to the fertilizer handbook, you get 20% of that to recover. So what does that mean? 20% of 46 pounds would be about 9.2 pounds of actual usable, recoverable phosphorus. When we use 6 gallon of our starter, we're getting about 12.5 pounds of usable, recoverable phosphorus. Guys, we're putting more phosphorus into that corn plant than they are. So that's the second myth, is that you are not getting enough because a pound is a pound the world around. And the third thing is based off of that 20%. There are some people out there right now who are selling you products and they say, "Get 60% more out of your phosphorus." Now your brain, my human brain, when I hear get 60% more, I'm thinking, okay, I put on 100 pounds of 1846O, so I've got 46 pounds. I'm going to get 60% more, which means I'm going to get another 25 pounds. What you're going to get is 60% more of the 9 that we were talking about, okay? 60% more of that 9 that you were talking about. So now all of a sudden you're talking about picking up another 5%. You need to think about what you're doing. So myth number 1, a pound is a pound the world around. Not even. Myth number 2, that we got to make sure we're applying the removal rate. Guys, what we got to make sure we're doing is feeding that soil so it can feed that plant and we can get everything working right, and we can get our P1 levels to continue to rise. That's what we're really after, is raising phosphorus levels in the P1 and the P2 area. And number 3, that we're going to buy a product that's going to get us 60% more, and all of a sudden we're going to have 25 pounds of phosphorus fall out of the heavens into our corn plant, because that's not how that works. Guys, if you learned something here today, let me know in the comments. I really do hope you're having a better day.